For people who've been listening for a long time, or if you're new, what I think that the point, the part of that word to stress is liberal, not from the perspective of being like progressive liberal. Those are liberating forces. Those are forces that are more akin to being free, having choice. I mean, we're pro-choice, all the choices, whatever choice, pants, shorts, you decide, and the kind of like inclusion of talking about like the oppressive forces as homophobia, misogyny, xenophobia, those are included for us because we're pro equality. That's where, so the ideas that get shared on a like contemporary socio-political linguistic forum in that way, we're coming from a place of like people being their more authentic selves, and anything that is standing in the way of that, especially intentionally, we view those as harmful to the authentic expression of the person, which leads to oppression, which then leads to other issues because you can't express who you are, and therefore you subjugate yourself, and then those urges get subverted into other things that are generally not positive for society.
It's good that you clarify, because when you say liberal, people think liberal, conservative, and it just has to do with some spectrum in the United States. It's liberation is the idea,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
liberal in that sense, And then this is a psychospiritual question in the sense that, psychospirituality on some part is about freedom, right?
Yes.
And in the absence of freedom, it's hard to do psychospiritual stuff, right? Those two things are like exactly parallel to one another, or like intimately entwined in some unescapable way. And even your idea of like, which I'm glad you brought up the word, like equality, that's one of the wisdoms in like Buddhist tantric philosophy, right? The wisdom of equality. That's the wisdom of seeing things accurately, but also part of that accuracy is to realize the equality of all living things, right? The equality of all life. And so, yeah, it's a big deal. And I again, it's a political book, but it's been fun for me to take the thing and make it into our project, the psychospiritual project that's hidden within that language. Yeah, I think it's really important, right? And I think you're right about the backlash element. And if the backlash happens and these things get oppressed, and one of the things we know about oppression and repression is then things tend to come out in uglier and uglier ways, right?